It is actually okay to make mistakes, but where the problem lies is when you make a mistake and decide not to make amends. Like when you discover that you actually made a mistake and you're not willing to make amends, or you're not willing to move on from there. If you are in your 20s and you are privileged to see this video, I don't know if actually you have been doing any of the things I'm going to be sharing with you on today's video, or probably you are not doing any of them. I really wished I had the opportunity to get to know this in my 20s. So right now I'm sharing it with you, not like I'm actually like I didn't do any of them. I did some, but maybe in the wrong way. Yeah, but I'm grateful that I actually find out on time and I redirected my steps. Okay, so welcome to the table and let the conversation begin. If you are still in your 20, either early 20, late 20, it doesn't mean you cannot do it even in your 30s, but it is more important to start young, especially for the ladies, because we have a kind of lifespan that revolves more around 20. I'm not saying that we don't have long lifespan. I'm trying to say that family, I'm trying to say that we have this kind of life schedule that from our childhood to the age of 20s, whatsoever we want to attend, that's the right time to start it. Okay, once we go beyond that age, we now think more about family, catering for children, like building a family of ours, unlike the men. Okay, that is why I said ladies has a kind of lifespan. When you are single versus when you have kids are definitely not the same. Yeah, they're not the same. So if you are in your 20 and you are out there looking for love, looking for relationship, looking for all the things that actually they are necessary, but at the same time, for the age bracket, they are not actually necessary. Yeah. For a man at 20, in your early 20, you should be thinking about how to make things right, how to put things in order, how to build yourself, and not looking for relationship, not looking for love. That's it. So if you're in your 20, the first thing I think you should start thinking about, you should be worried about, is self-discovery. In your 20, try to discover yourself. Find out who you are. Map out the kind of life you want to live and go for the dream you have. If you want to live a well-polished luxury life, you have to put together how strategy that you will use to attend to that life. Introduce yourself to that lifestyle, like introduce yourself to get used to that kind of life. In that way, you're going to work towards achieving that. First thing first, discover yourself. That is what you should be doing in your 20s. That is one thing you should be doing in your 20s. And number two, build yourself financially. Now, this actually resonates with the first thing I just mentioned. If you have a particular lifestyle that you choose, that this is how I want my life to be, this is what I want, this is who I want to be, then you have to build yourself financially, because everything revolves around money. There is nothing literally that works right here in this world without money. Okay, so if you are building a dream, if you want to do anything at all that has to do with the future, it revolves around money. If you want to start anything, you need money. If you want to live a particular kind of lifestyle, you need money. Okay, so the first thing is you discover yourself. When you discover yourself, it has to do with a lot of things. You have to know what you are good at, discover your passion, discover like how you want to achieve that goal. In that way, you have to move to building. Yeah, that is where building yourself financially comes in. As a young girl, as a young woman, we all need to build ourselves financially, and that's what you should be thinking about in your 20s. Okay, now the third thing is this: avoid people who don't push you forward, like people who don't want you to bring out the best in you, people who are just comfortable with where you guys are. People who are just comfortable with the limit they are at that very moment. They don't want to know if there's going to be anything like tomorrow. They just want to live the life of today and not of tomorrow. People who don't believe in doing great things, like people who don't believe in achievements. Okay. And number 4, avoid people who despise your little beginning. Like, avoid people who don't believe in little things that you are doing to make yourself better. Like, you are starting up a journey with what you have and people thinks or sees you that you are actually not good enough. Like, they say, look at this one, what does she think she's doing? You need to actually avoid this kind of people, but it's a two-way thing right here. Now, sometime again, these people are actually very important in our lives because they tend to be a kind of push forward. Like, when they say these hurtful things to your little beginning, it's kind of push you to want to do more, like to keep improving yourself. Like, it makes you to keep improving yourself because you want to actually prove that you are doing something good, like you are good enough. Okay, so it is two-way. If these people are actually dream killers, you can totally avoid them. But if they are just totally people who believe in achieving it big, like they are going to be there when you have already made it, then you actually need to avoid them because they're actually not adding values to your life. Now, the number 5 people you need to avoid are users. Avoid people who only want to use you. Yeah, there are people who only want to use you. People who only call or check up on you only when they need your help, only when they have something they want you to do for them, only when you have what they need. It is not actually wrong to help people. Actually, there are different between people you are rendering help to and people who are just using you. Okay, these people who use you only comes when they need help, but the people you are helping are people you help out of your own will. Like, you help them because you know they really need this, not those doing it because they know definitely you're going to do something irrespective if it's affecting you or not. What they only care about is what they will gain from you. They are users. You need to avoid them. Okay, this is applicable to all ages, whether you are in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, all age round. Avoid users. Okay, and number 6, avoid people who don't believe in start small and grow big. These people are total dream killers. People who don't believe that you can actually start small and grow big. They only want it already made. Like, these people are people that can push you into something that when you look at this in the future, you will ever regret starting it in the first place. Okay, so people will always want to talk you into doing things that are not really nice, things that you will not be proud of in the future. Now, there is something you should know. There are things that you will do in your 20s that are going to affect you later, maybe when you are doing well in your business. For instance, you have a career, maybe you start building up a career. At a point, you have something you did in the past, just because you don't want to start small and grow big, you needed that kind of huge amount to start, and you did some kind of awkward thing and you started. Along the line, those people who actually invented that can actually use that against you if in the wrong run they did not succeed. Maybe you become the succeeder, they will want to pull you down by all means. They can actually use those things you did in the past just to make it big and start big against you. So avoid people who don't believe in start small and grow big. And number 7, avoid procrastination, as well as people who procrastinate. If you must choose your friend, choose people who are vibrant, people who have the zeal of achievement, people who are so intentional about achieving big dreams. Okay, procrastination is actually one big dream killer that you must avoid if actually you want to build yourself. Don't waste your 20s. Make a very good use of your 20s because it only goes and never comes back. Whatsoever you're supposed to do in your 20s that you're not able to do, doing it after now is usually a kind of grace. Okay, so many people, especially with the ladies, during our 20s, we are not able to achieve our dreams. Like, we never discovered ourselves and we got married. We are still there procrastinating. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to try this, next tomorrow I want to do this. That's how we keep procrastinating till we get to where we are today. But in a nutshell, I'm still going to tell you that it is still not too late for you to start up that dream life that you have always wanted to live. Don't waste your 20s. Make a productive use of your 20. If you know that life you want to live, it starts now in your 20. Build it, discover it. If you are still in your 20s, prioritize discovering yourself and building yourself. If you have been procrastinating a lot, if you have been the procrastinating type, if you are around a circle that is full of procrastination, it is time for you to take it back, okay? And here I'm going to be calling it short for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to keep staying safe. See you in our next video, and bye for now.